You, the Antichrist, me, not much better them, the non-believers. Why? The player haters, I don't understand what is going on. We might as well, let's get it on. It's time to start some trouble, no time for being calm. The time is now, no waiting, let's get it on.
Good evening, and you are tuned to a special episode of The Voice of Harrisburg. Let me see if I can get my vocal mic turned up a bit. Let's see if that's better. I was coming in pretty hard and fast on the other episode. I was running pretty hot on that one. I didn't want to run hot on this one. I'm having a little trouble, I think, at least as far as I'm on come on a playback. I'm coming in on my left channel. I'm not seeing anything on my right channel, so you're going to have to bear with me on that for a little while till I get that straightened out. I only see that on the app here on this thing. I don't know, maybe it's not a problem for you. Anyway, we'll see if we can get it worked out. Anyway, welcome to the Voice of Harrisburg for December 22nd, 2018. I'm your host, Billy Packwood, and we got a great night here ahead of us. I came on earlier with another episode, and I wasn't pleased with it, so I'm going to try it again. And I made an observation earlier. I got this from Jeff K. He has a show, The Jeff K. Show. Great show that Jeff K. has. The Jeff K. Show. Tune in to the what show? The Jeff K. Show. Anyway, he made an observation. I was listening to his show the other day. The what? I can't hear you. Anyway, yeah, that show. You know, Yuengling beer, when I could drink beer, and I can't do it anymore, even though I love beer, I'm not an alcoholic, so don't sweat that shit. Don't sit around worrying about me being a drunk or anything. It's because I have a stomach problem. Yeah, that's what they all say. That's what all those drunks say, yeah. Anyway, no. Anyway, Yuengling beer, whatever it is, makes an ice cream. I did not know that. It's not a beer ice cream. But apparently they started making it during the Prohibition. And it's only, I guess, available up in Pennsylvania, in that area of the world. So if you're up around Pennsylvania, and next time I'm up in that area, I'm going to try some Yuengling ice cream, because I do like their beer. And that's just a trivial point there of trivia. Trivial point of trivia. Yeah, that makes sense. Anyway, let's start some great holiday music with the Ho-Ho-Hos. This is my favorite girl band right now. I'm a sucker for girl bands, so anybody knows that. Knows me. I just like girl bands, especially ones that are hot and young and cute and can kick ass. My favorite girl band name of all in the whole wide world is Shitty Candy and the Circus Peanuts from Athens, Georgia. I did see them perform several times. Yes, I still like them. So anyway, here's Deck the Halls from the Ho Ho Ho's.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel, fa la 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 la. Troll the ancient Yuletide carol, fa la 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 la. See the blazing moon before us, fa la 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 la. Strike the harp and join the chorus, fa la 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 la. Follow me in merry measure, fa la 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 la. While I tell of Yuletide treasure, fa la 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 la. Fast away the old year passes, fa la 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 la. Hail the new ye lads and lasses, fa la 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 la. Sing we joyous all together, fa la 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 la. Heedless of the wind and weather, fa la 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 la. Deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel, fa la 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 la. Droll the ancient Yuletide carol, fa la 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 la. Fast away the old year passes, fa la 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 la. Hail the new ye lads and lasses, fa la 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 la. Sing we joyous all together, fa la 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 la. Heedless of the wind and weather, fa la 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 la. Fa la 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 la. Fa la 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 la.
Okay, that was the Ho Ho Ho's with Deck the Halls. Next, let's see, we're going to have Renee Wilson.
Well, I woke up Christmas morning, I fell out of my bed. All sorts of presents were dancing through my head. So I ran down the stairs to look under the tree, and they were piled to the ceiling as far as I can see. But I checked out every gift and thought, could it really be? Then not a single one of them was made out to me, 'cause he forgot me. Yeah, he forgot me. Yeah, he forgot me. Well, he forgot me. Well, Santa Claus, he forgot about me.
Yes, he did.
My brother got a bicycle without the training wheels, and my mom got a brand new pair of red stiletto heels. My sister got another doll to bring to 2 parties, and my dad got a wheel of his favorite cheddar cheese. Even my dog got a present for his fleas, but it looks like Santa Claus has forgotten about me, 'cause he forgot me. Yeah, he forgot me. Yeah, he forgot me. Well, he forgot me. Well, Santa Claus, he forgot about me.
Hey kids, how are you enjoying your Christmas party?
I'm so happy, Daddy! I love my doll!
I wonder how Santa knew my shoe size.
This new bike's gonna get me so much skirt. Oh, the new Santa's album, wicked.
Renee, how about you?
Well, you see, it's funny because I checked on the tree and looked, and it seems like he forgot me. Yeah, he forgot me.
Okay, that was Santa's Little Helper by Dion Key. And before that, we heard, I believe we heard Santa Forgot Me by Renee Wilson. All right, let's see. We're going to have a get well goes out to our friend Philip, who's in the hospital. Philip B. I know so many Philips. I don't want to get Philip B as in boy. Not the other Philip. Not Philip in Florida. Philip in South Carolina. Anyway, we'll wish him well. Yeah, both of them are drummers. Yeah, both of them are drummers. That's true. Right. But anyway, yeah, so let's see. We're going to talk about we want to have a nice lead in to our Harrisburg murder mystery. Now, how did I have such good, strong vocals? I guess I was riding that mic a little better than that. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Anyway, good. It was a dark and stormy night. Yeah. Yeah, that's what happened. We'll talk about our Harrisburg Christmas murder mystery. No, it's a real deal. It's sad. Our neighbor, Hubert Bailey, 77 years old, killed in what appeared to be a fire Monday night. I guess it was December 19th this year, 2018, on the 2200 block of Ellis Street in Augusta, Georgia. They found him, after found his body in where he lived. His house caught on fire, and they immediately suspected something fishy going on. And because there was a rumor going around that his niece lived in Graniteville, South Carolina, and his niece's house apparently caught on fire sometime near there. Apparently there was the only fire that was reported was after that, on the Wednesday after that, and that was in the Graniteville area. And apparently that person made it out of the fire unhurt. But Mr. Hubert Bailey, they did an autopsy on him, and they found out that he died before the fire. He died of blunt force trauma. So we got ourselves a whodunit in Harrisburg. And so I don't know if that was true about his niece or not. That may just be speculation on the street. I don't know. But anyway, I did know Mr. Bailey a little bit. I mean, not where I went to his house or anything, but he bought a car from me in 1981. 1976 Ford Granada. I absolutely despise that car because it ran so poorly because of they had that emission control on it where they tried to make a catalytic converter on it to burn the emissions, reburn. It was trying to reburn the exhaust. Oh, it was awful. It was awful. That car would conk out on you in the middle of traffic and leave you stranded on the side of the road. Anyway, long story short, Mr. Bailey caught me one day when I was real angry at this car because it had cut out on me too many times, and he made me a incredibly let's just say a low offer. And I took it because I hated that car. So that was how I knew Hubert. And he was around in the hood. He was always cruising around his car looking for looking for metal to sell or trying to buy a car from you or something. I don't know. But anyway, I don't know. We shall find out why somebody would want to off Hubert. Anyway, we should, you're going to have Christmas is coming up. So, is it really? Oh, gosh. Why have I been playing Christmas music? Anyway, you're going to have a lot of people over at the house. But, you want to remember all the people in your life that are the forgotten about people and the people that, just the people you don't think about. And this is a public service announcement. So I want you to remember everybody, especially at all the holidays, not just Christmas, Easter, 4th of July, Labor Day, Memorial Day, Thanksgiving. Anytime families sit down to share a table, you need to be sure to
set a place at your table for a zombie. Fill a plate for your rotting fellow man. It's really tough to be undead. Help them celebrate instead. At the holidays, it's good to lend a hand. It's a season full of joy and celebration. But for those who struggle with reanimation, it's not toys and dolls and trains, just the endless search for brains. There's nothing fun about zombification. So set a place at your table for a zombie. Fill a plate for your rotting fellow man. It's really tough to be undead. Help them celebrate instead. At the holidays, it's good to lend a hand. You don't have to buy your zombie friend a present, but if you don't feed him something, he'll resent it. As long as what you serve is fresh, it doesn't have to be human flesh. Try a turkey or a brisket or some pheasant, and set a place at your table for a zombie. Fill a plate for your rotting fellow man. It's really tough to be undead. Help them celebrate instead. At the holidays, it's good to lend a hand. Sing along, zombies! Very good, very good. Fill a plate for your rotting fellow man. It's really tough to be undead. Help them celebrate instead. At the holidays, it's good to lend a hand.
Okay, that was brought to you as a public service announcement by the Radio Council, Radio Free Europe, Voice of Harrisburg, and all your caring friends out there. Just wanted you to know that. So here's a song I need to do a dedication for. Like I said, I like to not give people's names out over the airway anymore. I think that's probably a good idea, just for people's privacy. But there are 3 female ukulele players in town Sorry, guys. I don't know any male ukulele players. I mean, you just haven't shown yourselves yet. There's Gabby, and there's Jen, and there's Katie, and that's not in no particular order. And they're all great players, and I want to give them a shout out. And this song is dedicated to them. Lee Roosevelt, A Ukulele for Christmas.
The kids were all lined up to see old Santa Claus, to tell him what they want for Christmas, but things aren't like before because little Joey wants an Xbox and Lisa wants an iPad Air. Michael wants his videos to go viral as Santa slumps in his chair. Mary wants a Nintendo 3DS, one that's colored lime. And Santa got sad when Timmy asked for an Android, but not the robot kind. Then it was Sally's turn, and she looked at him with such a grin. Santa asked what she wanted, and this is what she said to him. I want a ukulele for Christmas to write and play my own songs. I want to be like ukulele, I can have my own sing-along. George Formby is my ukulele idol, odd for someone of my youth. But a ukulele for Christmas, it's 4 strings and the truth. Santa couldn't believe it. He said, "Don't you want a smartphone?" "No, not me," she said with glee. "I want to play just like J. Chalmers don't." Von de Leith is really neat, and Tiny Tim wasn't that bizarre. I want to do it with Jake Shimabukuro at a Tiny Desk concert at NPR. A ukulele for Christmas, to me it's more than a toy. Gadgets need upgrading, it's all a consumer ploy. But a ukulele doesn't have a battery and needs to use Wi-Fi. You just pluck the strings out, music rings with the sound of ancient Hawaii. Sally has her ukulele and she plays it all day long. And now her friends all want one, and they join together in song. I want a ukulele for Christmas, to write and play my own songs. I want to be like ukulele, I can have my own sing-alongs. I want a ukulele for Christmas, to me it's more than a toy. Giving the joy of music to every girl and boy.
Okay, that was Ukulele for Christmas, and I dedicated that to Gabby, who does a wonderful job of cutting hair, Jen, who makes a beautiful cup of coffee and great sandwiches, Katie, who takes care of 3 kids, which is a hard job, and she does handyman work on top of that. So, and they all play ukuleles. So there. And it's Christmas, so there's that. Here is Elvis Herod at Christmas time. Warfare Bus Fare.
Dear Mr. President, I'm writing to complain about a recent journey I suffered at the hands of your company. I would like to strongly recommend that you read this letter carefully and supply me with a committed response, as I am appalled and offended at the treatment and conditions I faced as a customer of your staff and facilities. Last month, I happened upon your advertisement in the local paper. The ad caught my eye, as well as the attention of several of my friends respectively. After reading the advert, we decided that a short break on a luxury coach trip warm with an inclusive hotel stopover would have been the perfect way to spend the weekend. This, however, could not have been further from the truth. I have rapidly discovered that the amenities you claim to provide for the paying public are not accurately marketed. Reflecting on the letter that you have ludicrously publicised, I could not comprehend how your business is ongoing. I would like to outline all of the contrary factors with regards to my journey and hotel visit, and your war advertisement. We were waiting at the station when the coach arrived 30 minutes late, which is generally forgivable. The driver flagrantly abused his patrons as he hastily lobbed our luggage into the lower section of the coach. He hurried us all onto the bus before closing the doors and smoked 2 cigarettes, casually chatting on his mobile phone. When this had finished, we were surprised to see him urinating on the side of the bus in full view of us all. I was absolutely revolted by his actions, even more so by the fact that there were children on the coach. This is not what a paying public should be reduced to, demonstrating that at least one of your staff does not reflect the job role qualities detailed in your advertisement. This driver was not friendly or knowledgeable, and certainly didn't make any of us feel that we were experiencing a luxury coach ride. We endured the long, high-temperature journey, squeezed into the coach together, with very little room to move around. The coach toilet was broken and wouldn't flush after use, which produced an odorous pong that subsequently affected one of my party and caused her to vomit on me. Then, upon arriving at our destination, we were shown to our hotel, which nobody sane could define as a hotel. This was a small hut made of wood and dirt, situated a stone's throw away from a knacker's yard. I must reiterate that the descriptive information in your advert was not synonymous to the actual incident that we regrettably encountered that dreadful day. I am under no delusion whatsoever that your company owes my friends and I some form of compensation, but I fear that an offer of a free weekend trip may result in similar circumstances to the one that we've already suffered. May I suggest that you reimburse us for our preposterous weekend tours trip with a possible monetary settlement? If we cannot come to any compromise, then I fear I will have to take things further. Lots of hugs and kisses, Barbara Findlay.
Okay, that was Elvis Herod, Warfare Bus Fare. Okay, and before that we heard, I forgot what we heard. Anyway, it was something Christmassy, I'm sure. And we heard Set a Place at Your Table for a Zombie. Yep. And anyway, you're listening to Billy Packwood. I am your host for the Voice of Harrisburg, and we've been talking about Christmas, and we've been talking about our murder mystery, and we've been talking about all kinds of great things on the Voice of Harrisburg. But one thing we have not talked about is, hold on a second, I am holding in my hot little hands here my vinyl copy of, I finally got it in the mail, of Adam's House Cat, Town Burning Down LP. Ha ha. Yes, sir, I have it, and you don't. Ha ha. Cool, huh? It is on yellow vinyl. It is pressed into, I don't know how many copies they're going to press. It has a cool liner note booklet in there explaining. Lucy, you got some splaining to do. And, yeah, you too, Patterson. No, you don't have no splaining to do. You did a good job of splaining it, the whole thing. The whole album. This is, if you don't know who Adam's House Cat is, I'll explain it to you. You probably need some splaining. We're going to talk about that for the next 11 minutes or so. And we might even listen to a Drive-By Trucker song. I don't have their permission yet to play it, but oops, did I say that? Yeah, I do have his permission. He gave it to me a long time ago. Patterson gave it to me. Yeah. Play one or two of their songs. Yeah, he did. Anyway, Adam's House Cat was a band that Patterson, Hood, and Mike Cooley formed in 1985, and they were able to keep it going until 1990 or so. And it was the first band before Drive-By Truckers. So, and they had an album out called Town Burned Down, and it was on cassette. I have the original cassette copy of the album. It was available on cassette for a long time. Very few copies of that exist anymore, and Patterson gave that to me around 1991 or so. No, 1995. I'm sorry, 1995, 1996. Somewhere thereabouts. I can't remember. It was a long time ago. Yeah, because I didn't meet him until 1995. Yeah, so he gave it to me in 1995, 1996 or so. Anyway, and now I went ahead and bought the Town Burned Down vinyl because they got it pressed in the vinyl. And, you know, it was incredible record. And all the shit they went through, most of that band died. I mean, one surviving member of that band. And let me, you know. So, Chuck Tremblay's the only guy that's still alive. And it's sad. But they've been through the shit to get where they are. And it's well worth the buy. Get on the Drive-By Truckers website and go buy Town Burned Down. It's got early versions of Lookout Mountain, early versions of Buttholeville, but the rest of the songs on there are excellent. And you'll see that the genesis was there early on. So hang on just a minute for me.
When my mom and dad got divorced, my mom was so miserable and so unhappy that she locked herself in her bedroom and she didn't come out for 6 years. In my mom's bedroom, she had 3 TV sets like Elvis, the King. And on top of each one of them TV sets, she had 2 VCRs for recording all the shows she wasn't watching. And for 6 long years, she stayed locked in her room, drinking vodka and milk, reading the National Enquirer and the Sun and the Star, and flipping them channels. And then my sister graduated from school and the child support ran out. My mom was forced to go out and get a job. And I know I don't have to tell you, it's a mean, goddamn, cruel world out there for a 50-year-old woman without no college education, no prior work experience. My mom, she worked one shit job after another just to pay the rent. Until finally, fate or something led her to a place called R&D Trucking in Florence, Alabama, and they hired my mom as what they call a truck log auditor. Every Monday morning she'd come in and all them truck drivers' logs, and they'd been driving too many miles without sleep. Her job was to catch it before the DOT fined them. And there was this one truck driver. His name was Chester. And Chester was the biggest, meanest motherfucker at R&D Trucking. Chester weighed about 350 pounds of pure muscle and gut. And Chester had the word Kim tattooed right there on his forearm. And legend has it, one night back in Vietnam, Chester killed 8 men in their sleep in order to escape from a POW camp. And now every Monday morning, my mama's having to call that sumbitch into her office and bitch him out. Until finally one day she just snaps and she goes off the deep end. She starts yelling at the top of her lungs and she says, Chester! God damn it, Chester. Every week you fuck up your logs. You know I'm going to catch you. I'm going to call you here and bitch at you. What gives? And Chester just looked my mama right square in the eye. And he said, Jan, it's because I'm in love with you. And I knew the only way I'd ever get to talk to you was to fuck up my logs, so you'd call me in here and bitch at me so sweet. And 6 months to the day later, my mom and Chester, they ran off to a tattoo studio. And he had Kim changed to Jan. And I just moved to Athens, Georgia about that time, and I didn't have any money to buy him a wedding present. When they eloped to a place called Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and got married at Dollywood. So I wrote my mama this song. It's called 18 Wheels of Love. And every goddamn word's true. Mama ran off with a trucker. Mama ran off with a trucker. Mama ran off with a trucker. Paid her bill. Mama ran off with a trucker. Mama ran off with a trucker. Mama ran off with a trucker. Paid her bill. He's making her give life another stab. They can see the world from way up in the cab. Y'all help me sing the chorus. What about it? Mama ran off with a trucker. Mama ran off with a trucker. Mama ran off with a trucker. Paid her bill. Mama ran off with a trucker. Mama ran off with a trucker. Mama ran off with a trucker. Paid her bill.
Okay, you have been tuned into the voice of Harrisburg with your host, Billy Packwood. And we are winding down yet another Saturday night. And this is going to be our first complete episode, I think, because the gods have been kind to us. So I'm going to leave out of here, and we're going to close off with Ghost Surf Rock.